Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering, and this is F&M opening up on a different Cephalid breakfast mirror. There's actually like at least three Cephalid decks roaming around in our local meta. It was a F&M light attendance, odd number of people. That's the magic formula. So I'll go ahead and jump in. If there's not too much to take care of in the shop, just to get rid of that buy, an Aether Vial. Make everything uncounterable on my side of the table. We got a turn one Cephalid. A lot of the keepable hands do have. Sorry, turn one Nomad. A lot of the keepable hands will have a turn two Cephalid. There it is. This off of Cavern of Souls. That is gonna do it. So just like that, Gordon picking up the first game. Custom playmat. On that piece. Incredible. Forward to doing a mission. Our webcam players. Well, playmats are typically for our weekend event. Saturday, for the most part, we're doing some type of open series event. Turn Cephalid last game. Ponder and Shugo. Side. And for Cephalid. Double Ponder. Really digging. Nice thing about Ponder. That card on top of the library to protect it from discard. There is a Cabal Therapy on the other side, which could easily utilize one of the cheap creatures like a Stoneforge Mystic. Go ahead, grab a Shuko, and then in that Stoneforge, back the hand. Those coming down. This Aether Vial super dangerous. At any point, if a Cephalid makes it into my hand, game over. Cephalid for Jordan. That gets Force of Will. Have the webcam events back up and running every Tuesday, 7 o'clock. You play along there. We're going to be introducing some type of end of year offering based off of the channel's earnings. I'll be talking about that in the very near future. Trying to figure out a way to grow the channel while also growing the tournament series. I think there's a lot of possibility there. A conversation with the community, but we're going to figure that out. Best thinking maybe like split all of the YouTube ad revenue down the middle, do a webcam event and a in-person event. Of course, we will need to have the webcam event be people that have played with us frequently. We'll have some type of attendance minimum to qualify for that. Certainly not going to host a massive event where half the people are playing for the first time. I'm not going to lie. Playing on webcam does often require a little bit of effort to improve your setup. Gordon Cabal Therapy, one after the hand. Days, Nomads, Thassa's Oracle. Not a very impressive hand here. Nomad shows up. Of course, Cephalid would completely change this dynamic. There's a Umazawa's Tay. Absolutely game-breaking card. That Shuko notably not attached. This is worse than it would have been if that was actually on the Stone Forge. Would have been at least be able to trade. Instead, this gets 2 free counters, a license attacking. Stoneforge failed to find. Wow. Here, we're going to have all of the counters removed to clear both of these. Really not worth it. I think that might have been a misunderstanding about the text on the card. Having not seen the card sleeved up in quite some time, I believe Jordan cut that quite a while ago. Very enamored with Cauldron Complete and the speed that the card gives you. I still like the utility, ability to prevent the combo on the other side of the table, and also stockpiles a bunch of damage. I mean, you're still swinging for like 5 a turn in effect, while also maintaining the ability to prevent the combo, easily pinging either the Cephalid or the Nomad. Ever need. Pretty brutal piece of equipment. Just keep on collecting counters. Yeah, the Shuko isn't being managed ideally. I really do want to slap that on the Narco Amoeba. I can't think of a reason not to. There might be some type of fringe cards that don't see legacy play that would care about where the equipment is attached. But at least forcing the use of a counter to deal with the situation. Uncontested damage. And there's the Cephalid. And this is probably pretty close to stockpiling counters. Maybe one more swing could potentially just mill out as well. Might not be Cabal Therapies left in the deck. Not quite sure. It would really depend how the sideboarding worked. Have activating Aether Vial. Ooh, Thassa's Oracle. That could have been messy. That could have been very messy. So Thassa's Oracle enters the battlefield. Jordan actually has a Stifle with Force backup. So what we could have potentially seen is milling through the entire library. And if I was overzealous, could have actually had that trigger stifled. That would be brutal. So picking up the game, let's, I guess, delve into that a little bit. So as far as the stack goes, Thassa's Oracle enters the battlefield without passing priority. Then there's the ability to mill out your entire library. So when I went to put the trigger on the stack, Jordan kind of jumped the gun before I passed priority and stifled it. And that is very, very interesting. Is a really interesting interaction that could have ended badly. I mean, I would have needed to have milled excess cards dead the next turn on the crackback anyways. But that's really interesting. Yeah, Stifle is a very relevant card there. Passing priority would just allow the ability to resolve. And if you don't pass, if you retain priority, you need to then, be milling yourself. can't pass priority, check and see if your opponent has a stifle, and then mill yourself out. So depending on exactly how that interaction went. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and this is rough. Milling down, or mulling down, I should say, to 5. Gonna make a mirror match. Oh wow, going to 4. It looks like. Skip ahead. Oh, this is, I think 3. Wow, that's not going to work at all. I don't know that there's not enough mana in the deck. I believe it is. I think this is extremely unusual. I haven't seen Gordon's mana count lately. I can't imagine that it's frequent occurrence to have all so low. You can cheat on mana quite a bit in a deck like this. I think rolling dice to determine which cards he's going to ponder. And just basically at this point going to look to assemble like nomads along with Cephalid and like a Cavern of Souls. That's as good as you can do, I think, making it uncounterable. Oh, I'm remembering this match now. I think I made the line that increased the maximum psychological damage. Under. Start digging. Cards left on the other side of the table. See a daze in hand. Yeah, at this point, just going to grind out trade card for card. I mean, when you're up 4 or 5 cards, like you might as well just trade card for card. Dazing literally any spell there. Nomads getting countered, and then a nomad of my own. Now Cephalid with another day's backup, and that is going to do it. Just a whole bunch of dazes and a Force of Will backup. Totally overkill. Your opponent's not going to have protection and the combo there. So, yeah, just a really unfortunate game 3 there for Jordan. Got a mull into oblivion here.